Okay guys, so before I start this video, I just want to say that I give my heart out to every single family that was affected in Paris, and every single family that was even touched or affected in any way by Paris. I'm extremely sorry, and you know, it really sucks that something like that had to happen, and I don't understand why people would go to such great lengths just to support a cause. That's not Muslim, that's extremist. But what I want to get into the video with today is I want to talk about Paris and also ISIS and what I could see in the near future, which I don't want to scare anybody, but it doesn't look that good. I've been debating for a couple of hours with some friends, different ideas on how this could go, and it doesn't really sound that good. So the first thing I want to touch on is Paris. Again, I'm extremely, like, I can't explain the feelings that I have to, like, express how saddening it is that they actually did something like this and killed so many innocent people. There is no reason to do it. But if you guys didn't know, some people aren't as much in the media as others. ISIS planned an attack on Paris and killed upwards of 130 people in terrorist attacks, gunman shootings, etc., all on the same day. And you know, the death toll keeps rising higher and higher because there's more calls of people being attacked by terrorists, etc., Now, this is extremely saddening for me personally because it's like, why would someone go to a length to kill innocent human beings just to support a cause? And then they say on top that they're Muslim. I'm not personally Muslim, but I do know people who are Muslim, and I know that's not Muslim. That is extremists, and those are people that are definitely unfit to live in this world in their current state. I feel like they need some kind of mental help because what they're thinking isn't normal. That's all I want to say. Now, what I want to get into also, which is a pretty big apportionment of this video, is ISIS. Now, I'm not going to call it ISIS. I'm not going to try to sound like, you know, someone who's like pro or con ISIS. But ISIS has done a lot of mean things. And, you know, they have a lot of land and they have a lot of money. And that is not a good thing. To have a terrorist organization, have that much money, have that much land to dispose of, and have power over oil and all this other stuff because it's making everybody else in the world have to pay for it. It's not good. Meanwhile, we're giving them our money everywhere in the world because we need oil. I mean, it's oil. There's not unlimited oil, you know, we need it. And, you know, ISIS, you know, I just want to ask, like, I wish I could ask somebody who's part of ISIS, like, why would you do something like that? Why would you hurt innocent people to try to prove a point? That doesn't make sense. What in God's name is it? What in God's name does it represent for you, your religion, and your little group of extremists to kill innocent human beings, threaten other countries like the US, and I'll get into that, and just kind of section people off? You're making people choose sides, and you know, it's just not okay. I want to get into really quickly what that was about. If you guys didn't know, ISIS recently said that they, an ISIS representative or whatever, I don't understand exactly what position this person was in, nor do I care about this position, but they decided, for whatever reason, that it was okay to say that they had 70 plus soldiers in the US who are pro ISIS and have weapons, and 23 of those people have signed up to do similar things than that of which happened earlier. Now, that's extremely saddening, and I really hope that's a loose threat because it's really messed up if they actually go to such lengths. Now, I really want to get into, this is going to be a really big apportionment in this video as well, which is going to be what I think is going to come in the near future. And again, this does not sound very bright, and does not sound very good. I really hope we can come to some kind of compromise, do something, because this doesn't look good at all. If we were to try to stop this threat, now I know the French have started bombing Syria, bombing ISIS locations, bombing the ISIS capital, etc., trying to take out members of ISIS, trying to scrape them out. Now, our problem is, if we help France, they're asking for our help, and they're asking for Britain's help, they're asking for a lot of allies' help. If they ask for help, and they get it from the United States, we can't help them, and that's an issue, because if we can't help them, then, you know, we will not seem loyal, we will seem like we betrayed them. Now, the big issue here, personally for me, which I think is just straight up ridiculousness, is the fact that the US has accumulated so many enemies over the years, like North Korea, Russia, and China, you know, in Cuba, we're kind of on good grounds with Cuba, we're kind of on even grounds with Russia, but you know what I'm saying. And it seems like if we do anything to ISIS, because they're giving money and products and oil and all this stuff and research money to these communist countries, not even if they're just communist, you know, dictatorships, whatever. That's horrible, because that means if we try to do anything, they're gonna come back. If I recall correctly, North Korea never signed the nuclear treaty because they weren't technically a country when it was made directly after World War II. So they're technically allowed to use nuclear weapons. I'm not completely sure if that's hollow or not. That's just from my knowledge, as well as Russia and China. You know, we owe China like $13 trillion out of our debt. I don't know if it's that much, but somewhere around there. That's just grounds right there to attack us, the fact that we haven't paid them back yet. But that's what I just want to talk about. You know, I'm sorry for the depressing yet serious video, but I just really wanted to touch on this subject. I've been thinking about it since Sunday, and again, my heart goes out to everybody who was affected by this. This is ridiculous that people actually had to do this. And I just want to let you guys know really quick before the video ends, this was not monetized in any way, shape, or form. And I have nothing else to say. I'll see you guys later.